200 years ago, this Napoleonic fort was built in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean to protect France from invasion. Now it is home to a new kind of battle. 6 teams of modern-day warriors are facing one another in a tournament that tests wit, strength, and courage. But who will emerge victorious? Will it be one of the teams on today's Fort Boyard Ultimate Challenge? Are you ready for this? Hello everyone, and welcome to Fort Boyard, and a tournament that will push 6 teams to their very limits.
Those teams don't know what lies ahead. The one thing they do know, though, is that they'll have to react quickly to the challenges they face because time is never on their side.
That's right, Laura. So let's meet today's teams.
I'm slightly competitive. I like to win.
I do cope well under pressure because then it pushes me to be my best.
The fort holds no fears for me. The first thing I said when I came here was I am determined to win.
Our team will definitely be able to take on whatever we are asked.
Competitively, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a solid 11.
I don't lose very often, but I'd like to think that I'm a good loser.
The Green Jaguars are going to win. End of.
It's the first appearance by the Silver Dragons and the Green Jaguars. Can either catch the Yellow Scorpions at the top of the leaderboard? Yes! All right, young warriors, are you ready for battle?
So, Charlie, you're team captain for the Silver Dragons. What makes you think your team are going to win today?
Because I'm strong, I'm fast, and breathe a lot of fire. Come on!
All right, Matt, what makes you think your team is going to win today?
Because we're powerful, we have the strength, we have the will to go to the end.
All right.
So, teams, are you ready?
Yeah! Each show has 5 challenges where the aim is to win keys. Teams need 3 keys in order to get the maximum time in the treasure chamber. There, they need to collect as many coins as they can to get through to the tournament final. Let battle commence. Our battle starts at one of the fort's most nerve-wracking challenges. Ryan and Kyle are about to edge their way along these 2 cables suspended high across the fort. They aim to be the first to grab their team cartridges hanging above the cables and shuffle back, unlock the cartridge that will reveal the codes in order to unlock the box and grab today's first key. Okay, Ryan and Kyle, on my mark. Your challenge starts now! 50 feet above the fortress floor, Dragon Kyle and Jaguar Ryan race through mid-air to get to those codes. Kyle's having trouble with his technique as Ryan rockets ahead. Now he's got it. He's actually going too far. Tell him to stop. But Kyle is caught up, and it's a dead heat as they reach to grab those cylinders. Don't drop. Tell him not to drop it. Tell him not to drop it. They've got them. Now they got to make their way back. Things get a bit tricky as they turn around to race back. Get it going. Get it going, Kyle. Who's gonna make it back and get that code first? Kyle's got better technique. Kyle's technique again is slowing him down. But Ryan's back. Jaguars could be first to get a key in today's competition. Ryan's got the code. And Kyle's got his too.
671. 5671. Kyle, what is it?
687.
Who's going to be first?
Fastest fingers first.
Who's going to be first?
Harry is shaking. You guys did it, man. Congratulations. Outstanding. Let's have another look at some of that action.
The heights weren't as bad as I thought they would be. I was more intimidated by the fact of how shaky the actual wood planks were.
I haven't got much experience with heights, but I didn't really feel too scared of them. I just made sure I didn't look down and carried on looking forward.
How's it feel up there, man? How does it feel to get your first key? All right.
After that first challenge, let's have a look at the scoreboard.
So the first key goes to the Green Jaguars, giving them vital extra time in the treasure chamber.
So you ready for this?
Of course we are.
Come on, follow me. Woo, are you ready for the next challenge?
Yeah!
Okay, this one is just for you. Now, inside this room, the key is in a water tank, can only be reached when the water level is high enough. So you've got to grab the buckets above your head, pour them into the funnel to raise the water level, and then you can reach the key. One thing though, the floor is moving, it's a conveyor belt. So you've got to be quick because you're up against the clock and you're probably going to get a little wet. So Charlie, your team captain, who's going to do this challenge?
To get our first key, I'll be doing this next task.
Okay, so Charlie, you're going to do this first challenge for the Dragons. You're going to need this helmet.
Come on, Charlie. Come on, Charlie, you can do this. Let's go, mate.
And the challenge will begin
Okay.
now.
Charlie's in and he jumps straight onto the conveyor belt.
Come on, Charlie.
Those buckets look pretty high.
I figured while it's slow, I might as well do the best I can while it's slow and get the ones that are far away, so then it's easier when it's faster.
As captain of the Dragons, Charlie knows how important this challenge is. The Jaguars are ahead and they need this key to catch up.
This is a good technique. Oh.
Come on, Charlie. Make sure you hold the steeple.
It's just Charlie against the clock. Can he do
That
it?
rope's a little tricky as well.
Come on, Charlie.
Just keep an eye on the time
Come on, Charlie.
clock.
Keep it. Come on, Charlie. Come on, Charlie.
This challenge is much harder than it looks. That conveyor belt is slippery and it just keeps on getting faster. Oh, Charlie's taken a load of water to the face there and he's got to be careful of that rope. It could trip him.
At first I found it quite easy because the treadmill was quite slow, but then as it sped up, it was hard to get the buckets because it was really kind of tightly hooked.
Getting those buckets from the ceiling and running on the spot needs a lot of coordination. Oh, he's down! But he's got up on his feet quickly. Great work.
It's probably getting quite slippery now.
At that speed, Charlie can barely unhook those buckets, let alone keep any of the water in them.
Come on, Charlie! Come on, Charlie! You're so close!
Not much more to go. So close. One more bucket.
He can do this!
He's got it. Now he's just got to get out of there in time.
Get out there.
Well done, Charlie! That was a fantastic effort! You got the first key for the Dragons!
By the end of it, I was soaking. It was so slippery. This is the first key for the Dragons, so I was really proud.
Let's have a look at the scoreboard.
So that's evened things out. One key for the Jaguars and now one for the Dragons.
Time for the next challenge. Follow me!
Kennedy and Xavier are about to walk into a room. In the room, they will find keys hanging from the ceiling in a maze. The goal? Release the right two keys from the maze in order to open the box mounted on the floor and retrieve the key. All while the room is getting smaller. And one not so little surprise. Are you ready, Kennedy?
Yes.
Are you ready, Xavier?
Yeah.
Your challenge starts now. Jaguar Xavier is looking for the black keys, and Dragon Kennedy is searching for the white one. It's 1-1, so there's everything to play for in this game. There are 4 black keys and 4 white keys locked into the maze. They need to remove their colored keys, then work out which 2 will open the box to the winning key. They need to forget about the snake, get those keys off the ceiling, and unlock the box. 2 keys, okay? So let them know they have to find 2 locks. Kennedy is really struggling to get those keys. Xavier is doing really well. He's already got 3 keys, but he should be checking to see if any of those keys will open the box. The roof is closing fast. I hope they don't suffer from claustrophobia. Xavier has all his keys. Try them both. Try them both. Got one. That's one unlocked for Xavier. Got one. Which key will open the second lock? Kennedy still doesn't have a key. Oh, he's got it. It's open. He's got the key. Now he's just got to get out. There you go. Outstanding, outstanding.
It was extremely intense because the ceiling was coming down, that we had a giant snake slithering everywhere.
I don't really like snakes, so I was trying to avoid the snake going around it.
I was focused completely on my own keys. I really wasn't worrying about my opponent.
I was quite nervous because I was like right next to the snake.
I was extremely conscious of the ceiling coming down, and I almost hit my head when I got the key for my team.
We were still proud of her. She tried her best. I mean, she's scared of snakes, so...
Way to go, man. Let's see what that does to the score. After our third challenge, is only 1 key to the Dragons, and going ahead with 2 are the Jaguars. Okay, guys, on to the next challenge.
keys already.
Yeah.
You ready to try and get a third?
Yeah.
Okay, this challenge is just for you guys. Now in this room there are 3 boxes that are split into 2 halves. One half contains some creatures, some insects, some animals. You've got to move those from one side to the clear side, count how many are in there, and then grab the number on the ball and post it through the compartment. Once you've posted it through, the balls will come through here, and it's up to your teammates outside to put them in the correct order, lowest up to highest, shut it, and if it's correct, the key will be released. Matt, your team captain, who are you going to send in for this challenge?
Amy for this one.
Amy, you going to do this?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Any creatures that you're slightly scared of, or?
Hopefully no snakes.
No snakes,
But
okay.
I'll do it for the team. And
Okay. You are up against the clock.
All right.
So Amy, challenge starts now.
2 keys ahead, the Jaguars need just 1 more to get the full time in the treasure chamber. Can Amy do it?
I want to avoid games that include animals, as I won't be sure what they are and I might be scared about getting bitten.
By taking this challenge, Amy is facing those fears head on. That is one big rat.
You're doing good. Good job. Yeah, one more.
She is so brave doing this. 2 rats through. Now she needs to grab that number.
It's 2, right? 2. All right, 2, yeah.
Listen through.
Yeah. All right, hurry up. Put your hand through. All right. Yep, grab it.
Next up, it's frogs.
Go ahead. Good job. Put it through. One more in the corner. One more. Right there. Yeah, up. Yeah, you got it.
Great job, Amy. She's found 2, but there's another one in there.
Right there. There, right.
She's got it.
Good
That's
job.
3.
All right. Do the next one.
And she's got the right ball.
Good job. Good job.
Guys, let them know how we're doing for time.
Finally, Amy's got the centipedes, but there's not much time left. 1,
No, keep going.
2,
Oh, shoot there. Keep going. Yeah, that's close.
Come on.
3. Can she find that 4th one? Yes!
All right, good. Is that it? Yeah.
She's got the ball.
Is that it?
Yeah.
And she's out.
Out you come, Amy. Get ready to put those balls in the correct order, and don't shut that box until you're confident that they're right.
3, 4. That's it. No numbers.
And they've got the key! Congratulations, Jaguars!
As soon as I put my hand in, I looked around and I felt it. It was a rat. And I tried to pick it up first, and then I felt its skeleton. And my hand recoiled. Then I was like breathing to myself and I went, "You're here for a reason, Amy. You're here to win." So I took hold of myself and knew that others had done it before me. I could do it. I could prove it for the girls.
After that amazing challenge, let's have a look at the scoreboard.
It's still only 1 key for the Dragons, but with 3 keys, the Jaguars now have the maximum time in the treasure chamber.
Well done, team. 3 keys. That's incredible. There's a chance now you can win another one. Do you want to come with me? Let's do it.
Teams, you are almost at your final destination, but you have one last chance to win a key. The challenge is simple. We're going to build a tower. Here we have pieces of wood shaped like the fort. Each team will alternate placing their wood on the tower. The team that makes the tower fall will lose the challenge and the last key in today's competition. You understand, Jaguars?
Yes.
Do you understand dragons?
Yes.
Then line them up. So which team will pile their way to victory? But more importantly, who will take away the most points from today's encounter with the legendary treasure chamber? We're gonna start with the dragons. Team Captain Charlie steps up.
We didn't really have a tactic going in. We just sort of, we just put them, we tried to like match theirs and then wait for them to make a mistake.
So it's dark pieces for the Jaguars. You guys are very cautious. And light pieces for the Dragons.
We all had some great team tactics. Everyone was doing a good job. Ryan and Matt tried to stack it up so the tower's leaning to one side.
Well, that looks good. Kyle cautiously makes his move.
It was really intense and the other team was looking like they were doing better than, so I actually took one of the blocks and I turned it sideways so that it would make it a bit more difficult for them.
Xavier was really sneaky and he put it sideways.
Matt places his piece carefully. Oh. And That's a confident move by Kennedy. Be careful. It could all be over very soon. All pressure.
You had to kind of work in sync with your entire team, you know, put it there, put on top of each other, and I think we did really well.
Hold your breath. Oh, and the Jaguars take the last key. Congratulations, guys. You are on your way. That leaves the Dragons with just one key, but the Jaguars get a bonus key, meaning maximum time and extra points in the treasure chamber. It's treasure chamber time. Come on, let's go! You have made it to the ultimate challenge. How do you feel about that?
Excited.
Yeah,
All right, all right. Understand this. This is a race to grab coins in the legendary treasure chamber. This is not a joke. Not only to grab coins, but also to add points to your leaderboard score.
So you need 3 keys to give you the maximum amount of time in the treasure chamber of 3 minutes. If you don't have 3 keys, there'll be a penalty for each key short. So, Dragons, how many keys do you have?
We only have 1 key.
1 key, well, it was a good effort. You've worked really hard as a team, and with 1 key, the whole team will be deducted 20 seconds out of that 3 minutes.
Okay.
And as an extra penalty, 1 team member will have to wait a further 20 seconds.
All right.
Jaguars, how many keys have you got today?
4.
4 keys!
Wow.
That was a great effort. So you're gonna get the full 3 minutes in the treasure chamber. And for that extra key, you're gonna get a bonus of 150 coins. Woo! Now here are the maps you need.
Okay.
Good luck, teams.
Okay, guys, on my mark, your challenge starts now.
In you go, Jaguars.
All right. When the gates open, our young warriors look for their team crest and use the maps to place the team crest on the right squares on the chamber floor as quickly as they can. Then they go to the tiger's head, and if they've got it right, the key to their treasure chest will drop and they can start collecting coins.
In you go, team. In you go.
A couple of dragons head in. They can't waste any time. The Jaguars already have their key. Man, they're moving quick. You got it. Can the dragons catch up?
Jaguars have got the key.
Jaguars have the key, but they struggle to open the chest. They've got it. There you go. Last dragon, Harry, rushes in to help his team, who are still working on the map.
But the Jaguars are already piling up the coins.
Come on, guys, you gotta get that sorted out. They're taking too much time. They're wasting way
Come
too
on,
much
Dragons.
time. They'll need to speed things up if they got any chance of catching the Jaguars. Finally, here comes the key for the Dragons.
I'm gonna throw you right.
There you go. They really gotta cook if they want to catch those Jaguars. Xavier is on his bike. Xavier is on his bike. Coins mean points in the treasure chamber, and that equals points on our leaderboard. All right. Nice work, nice work. Hands only, hands only.
Both teams need a good start to this tournament, and time is running out.
Great work by Matt and Kyle. Both teams are really racing for that goal. But is it too little too late for the Dragons? Not long.
Okay, that's it. Quick,
Come on, guys. Out.
Good
Standing
job.
work. That's what I'm talking about right there, baby. That's how you do it. Let's
Good
have a look
job.
at some of
Well
those
done.
key moments.
Really, the only technique we really had was grab and go.
And we sort of made our tactics before we got into the chamber, and this gave us a big advantage.
I think our technique for getting the coins was pretty good because we weren't actually that far behind them in the end.
Right now, we're going to tally the take. We're going to start with the Dragons. Okay, guys, let's see what you took.
It's a great job there. Obviously, they had 1 key.
Excellent take. Get all those coins in there now.
Let's see how many coins they collected. 940. That was a good
Not
take.
bad, not bad. Check those out, guys. Not bad. So let me see here. First off, because you guys have 4 keys, you get an extra 150 coins. Bonus. Okay? Now let's see what else you guys have got.
They obviously had 3 minutes in the treasure chamber,
Yeah,
so
3 minutes.
longer to collect more coins.
Yeah. Throw them all in there.
Wow, that is
That's a big haul.
That is a big haul.
That's a big haul. See what you got.
Can it beat 940? 1,600! That is a big score!
Nice
So that
job.
means today's winners are the Jaguars! Woo! Good job, teams, but let's see how that affects the overall tournament leaderboard.
The Dragons place 6th on our leaderboard, and with a stunning 1,600 points, the Jaguars go straight to the top. So until next time, it is goodbye from the mighty Fort Boyard.
We'll see you then. Bye!
Join us next time for the return of the Vipers and the Sharks here on Fort Boyard Ultimate Challenge.
Even though we lost this one, I still have high hopes for the next one.
Overall, the day was really fun and we had incredible bonding between the team.
We're just going to try our best for the next game, see if we can improve our score even further in each game.
Exhilarating. We weren't sure we were going to make it to get enough points.
I think if we all work together, I think we can do it.
We're ready for the next game and we're ready to get into that final.